Namaste. A very good afternoon to all our distinguished leaders, loving families, brothers and sisters, and all the participants of South Asia, Asia Pacific One. Myself, Virendra Shrestha, it's my great pleasure to serve as a master of ceremony of today's the special program Youth for Peace and Family 2 days workshop on the theme the family is a school of love and peace, which is going to held yesterday and today. Today is the second day of our very special program Youth for Peace and Family workshop. I'd like to welcome you all to this very special program. Today is very excited day. So today is the second day, the graduation day of your workshop. So now, without much ado, I'd like to welcome our distinguished guests today. So first of all, I'd like to welcome and greet our Sri Santosh Kumar Paudel, Deputy Sub-Regional Director of FFWPU Asia Pacific. Thank you very much. So honored to have you, sir. Yes. Welcome Dr. Edgar T. Tanate, the International Lecturer of Universal Peace Federation Asia Pacific. We are so glad to have you, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Edgar Tanate, sir. And we have here our very energetic, dynamic leader, the National President of FFWPU Nepal, Sri Prakash Babu Thapa ji. Round of applause to our Prakash Babu Thapa. And same time, I like to introduce here Sri Binod Dagi, International Coordinator of Bhutan. I like to introduce Mr. Tika Biswakarma, International Coordinator of Bangladesh. I like to introduce Mr. Navin Jaisi, International Coordinator of Pakistan. I like to introduce Mr. Manoj Kumar Surketi, International Coordinator of Maldives. I like to introduce Honorable Milan Raj, Mr. Kasinath Khanal, the National Lecturer of FFWPU Nepal, and Sri Shivachandra Neopane, Senior Leader of FFWPU Nepal. I like to introduce here Mr. Rup Singh Bhandari, the President of IAYSP South Asia, and same time I like to introduce here Ramana Prasad, Secretary General of IAYSP South Asia. And I'd like to welcome all our very energetic, dynamic leaders and participant youth leaders from the South Asia. And I'd like to welcome you from Bangladesh, all the participants from Bangladesh. Give a round of applause, Bangladesh. Wow. I'd like to welcome from Bhutan. Give a round of applause to all the participants of Bhutan. And we have here from India. Welcome you all the participants from India. And we are from Maldives. Welcome you all. And we are from Pakistan. Give a round of applause to all the participants of Pakistan. And give a round of applause to from Nepal. And we have our participant from Sri Lanka. Thank you very much. All our energetic leaders, families, peace-loving families from the South Asia countries, I'd like to welcome you all. Today is the second day of our workshop, the graduation day. We are so glad to have you all, and we are honored to have you all. And this day, today's program will be more interesting and more knowledgeable program. So I'd like to request you all, please open your video. Please join with us in the whole session. We have a 2-hour continuous educational session. So without much delay, for the welcoming remarks, I'm going to welcome here our very energetic, dynamic leader from Nepal. We have here the President of FFWPU Nepal. We have here none other than Mr. Prakash Babu Thapa. So without much delay, once again, give a round of applause to our most dynamic, energetic leader from Nepal, Mr. PU Nepal. Give a round of applause to him.
Thank you so much, our dear brother, Virendra Shrestha, the MC of today's program. So I'd like to welcome to our Deputy Sub-Regional Director of South Asia, Mr. Santosh Kumar Paudel, our international lecturer, and the dynamic leader from Philippines, Dr. Edgar Tanate. And also I'd like to welcome to all our leaders in South Asia, leaders from different parts of the world. And I'd like to welcome especially the participant of this two-day Youth for Peace and Family workshop. I truly grateful to see all of you in this very special moment. Today is the second day. Wow, how wonderful day today is. Because today you are going to be graduated from our workshop. And I have watched all of your attendance since yesterday. I know I was so moved by your participation and your attention of this our workshop. I truly believe each and every workshop is we should have life-changing experience that actually as a youth we all have such a great potential to become a future leader of your society. Especially becoming a leader is not something that you have a position or you have something you want in your life, but being a leader is being responsible, taking ownership over your responsibility. So today, as we are participating in this special our workshop, let me quote the Mahatma Gandhi said that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. So actually our Father Moon, also our founder of our movement, he also always he loved youth, and he always said that as a youth we always need to think about your future, what you're gonna be tomorrow. That's why Dr. Moon said that at first, if you didn't success, try and try again. So talking about workshop, because I have also gone through so many workshops in my life, but each and every workshop is life-changing experience for me. I do believe that whatever you have learned in this workshop, you can get something, you can get some benefit from this workshop so that you can apply in your daily life, and you can find the way how you're going to change your attitude, change your behavior, change your personality, and exactly what we are talking about, developing our personality, developing leadership, our youth values and responsibility, especially connecting to youth to the family building. That's how the workshop is all about, the Youth for Peace and Family workshop. So today, I truly feel that our wonderful, our brothers and sisters attending from different parts of the world, I truly come to all of you. Please don't forget in your life that each and every moment your being is changing. And if you get involved totally in anything, then you will see the change happening in you. Each moment, a new journey. Each moment is like a new world, and to create the new experience in your life. I do believe whatever you learn, what you experience through this workshop, and it really helps you to build your personality, to build a strong family, the prosperous nation, and finally we can really involve together to create the whole the peace in the world. Thank you, dear leaders, and thank you all our brothers and sisters for attending such a wonderful workshop. Welcome to you all in this our today's workshop, and today is the last day. Let us have wonderful experience together. Namaste and welcome to you all.
Once again, give a round of applause to our very energetic, dynamic leader from Nepal, the National President of FFW Nepal, Mr. Prakash Babu Thapa. Thank you very much for your wonderful welcoming remarks. This really touched our heart. Yes, we will surely need to serve humanity. That is the way to know ourselves. Thank you very much for the very encouragement word. So now, much ado, now I like to welcome here our very own, the energetic international lecturer, Dr. Edgar T. Tanate. Dr. Edgar T. Tanate is an educator, physician, military officer, martial artist, and religious leader. He is a peace education advocate, lecturer in Philippines, Hong Kong, Thailand, Cambodia, Nepal, Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, Asia Pacific, more than 40 countries. He gave the lecture to our youth people. So recently, he is serving as a Vice President of Education of World Tangil Modo Federation Asia Pacific and International Coordinator of Sri Lanka, and as well as International Lecturer of Universal Peace Federation of Asia Pacific. Now, without much delay, I'd like to warm welcome our international lecturer, Dr. Edgar T. Tanate, for his first presentation on the topic of our founder life, Father and Mother Moon, our two parents' life, the greatest peacemaker of the human history. So today you are going to know about our founder Moon, Father and Mother Moon, and same time, the blessing, the marriage blessing. So once again, give a round of applause to our international lecturer, Dr. Edgar T. Tanate.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. So, thank you very much for coming today. And today, I will be presenting another topic. Let me share my screen, everyone. Can you see my screen? I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Okay, so here it is. Welcome to the Youth for Peace and Family Workshop with the theme, Family is the School of Love and Peace. The topic I will share with you today is entitled Founder's Life, Vision, and the Marriage Blessing. Okay. So, our founder, Father Moon and Mother Moon, we always give credit to them, for they are the ones who really accomplished and presented this philosophy and this teaching to the young people around the world, and that we can really see the great progress in realizing a world of lasting peace centering on the leadership of Father Moon and Mother Moon. So we always give our greetings to them. So thank you very much. Let me now start with the founder's life and vision, a legacy of true love. So who is Father Moon? Who is Father Sun Myung Moon? Actually, Father Moon and Mother Moon, both of them, were born in North Korea. Yes, in North Korea. They have the same birthday, January 6 by the lunar calendar, 1920. So Father Moon is born at 1920, Mother Moon 1943 in North Korea. So this is their place in North Korea, as you can see. Yes, this is their house in North Korea. And yeah, they were actually farmers. Father Moon came from the family of farmers. So maybe most of us also are came from this kind of family background, farmers, right? So when Father Moon started this kind of activity and the mission, when he tried to really move to unify the world and really build a world of lasting peace, his life never became easy. His life became so difficult that you cannot imagine how he really and how he was able to overcome this kind of situation. he was imprisoned basically 6 times in his life. And as you can see here, he was imprisoned in Gyeonggi-do police station for 5 months, in Jongju Kwaksan police station for 7 days, another one in Daedong prison, all in South Korea, 100 days, Hungnam prison in North Korea, Sodimon prison for 3 months, and in America, in Danbury prison for 13 months. In his life, he was imprisoned like 6 times for a total of 4 years, 8 months, and 17 days. Wow, how difficult is that? One person being imprisoned for 6 months, not because he committed a mistake and violated some kind of laws, but it's because he was heavily opposed and persecuted, and he was even tortured while in prison. So one torture that he experienced, he was not allowed to sleep for 3 days. This torture of 7 days not sleeping is actually more difficult than a 40-day fasting, just like what Moses and Jesus did. So after just 2 days, you can have problem with the mental breakdown. So in order for this not to happen, actually Father Moon, he trained himself to sleep while his eyes are actually open. So when the torturer look at him, looks like he's awake with an open eyes, because each time he closed his eyes, the torturer would beat him, so he cannot sleep. So he know that in 2 days without sleeping, he will have this kind of mental breakdown. He trained himself to sleep while his eyes was open. How difficult is this kind of torture actually? The next torture, he was binded by the ankles and hung upside down from the ceiling. And then the torturer feed chili pepper water into the nose. How difficult this kind of torture is. The third kind of torture, he was forced to kneel down, putting wood behind the knees, also jumping on the knees and the thighs. He cannot extend legs for 1 week after this torture, and he have to crawl around in order to move. He was tortured even though he did not commit any kind of mistake in the prison. So, fourth torture, tying hands behind back and hung from the ceiling, shoulders in pain, ribs pressed into the lungs, and then breathing can stop, and eventually resulting in death. Many prisoners were tortured this way in that prison camp, in the communist prison camp. Normally, death after 2 hours for an ordinary person. But Father Moon fainted after 5 hours in that kind of position, and he continued to live on. This is just like the torture of Jesus, 3 hours, while 3 hours hanging on the cross. How difficult this kind of torture is, but Father Moon survived. Water torture, feeding lots of water so that the belly is extended out, then standing and stamping on the person's belly. The person's anus is forced to burst out. So this torturer will put what you call hose of water and force that, open his mouth, put the hose of water in his mouth, and force the water inside his belly. And once his stomach become very, very big already, then they jump on that stomach, and then water will come out of his mouth, of his nose, ears, even anus. This is a very, very painful kind of torture. But they did this to Father Moon, right? This kind of torture. Sixth, electric torture, attaching electric wires to under the fingernails, forcing the person to the edge of death. At this time, Father Moon overcame the situation by telling himself, I have to overcome. I have to overcome. I must survive. He determined to win. So, seventh, torture, torturing of giving blows to the back, beating the back for 10 to 20 minutes with a leather whip. Skin falls off, kidneys and liver burst, blood comes out through the mouth. Many people have died by this torture, but Father Moon passed through and survived. So after undergoing this torture, He was thought to be dead already in prison and dumped his body. The prison guards dumped his body outside in the snow, outside of the prison. His disciples received the revelation and found his abandoned body. He was completely bones, like a skeleton. Other people said, "You should just bury him." For 10 days, he vomited blood. Medicine was not effective. At one point, it seemed like there was no possibility whatsoever that he would survive. Anyway, he lived. He continued to live and survive thanks to God's love and the desperate prayers of his followers. So, uh, when Father Moon was in prison, even though he was tortured and he was unfairly imprisoned, still his attitude is the most important. While in prison, he prayed for his enemies who tortured him, even praying uh, for his enemies, like, "Please forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they are doing." His enemies actually heard him pray this way 3 times. So while Father Moon was in prison, he was always guarded by these torturers. And then while this guard is actually watching Father Moon, Father Moon is the last person to sleep. And then he always prayed before sleeping. And then the guard watching him heard his prayer, "Please forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing." This kind of heart, this kind of attitude of Father Moon moved the heart of the torturer. And this torturer, the supervisor of prison, eventually became his follower and really repented for what he did to Father Moon. So the Father Moon did not have this kind of resentment in his heart because he was tortured by these people, but he instead what forgive them and love them. This is the founder of our movement. So he always prayed to comfort God, his Father. He's praying like this: "Father, I am all right. Please don't worry about me." Actually, when a person is in really bad situation, our tendency is to really pray, ask God for help. But Father Moon is not like that. He did not ask for help. In fact, his thinking is that God already knew his terrible situation. So how could he ask for God to stop the torture? God already know his kind of his situation, even though he will not say to God. But because he has a very important mission to do, he has to really go this way and eventually start the way to really unite the world. So, in the thinking of Father Moon, prayer to stop the torture is acknowledging defeat before Satan. So, you can see that Father Moon spent life in prison for 4 years, 8 months, and 17 days, even though he did not commit any kind of mistake. When he was imprisoned in this prison, he was like unfairly accused of things that he did not do because many people envy him. Many leaders were threatened by him. So this kind of life of loving the enemy is the life of our founder, no? Father Moon. So what is Father Moon's life in Hungnam prison camp? Actually, he stayed there for 2 years and 8 months. Every day, the prisoners were hungry in that prison camp, like someone working hard every day after a 7-day fast. In the end, the prisoners died from malnutrition. To give you an example or an idea how terrible, how hungry the prisoners are, there was a case when, because they work very hard and their food is very, very small, not so much, only a handful of food given to them. And then when somebody is eating the food out of so much tired and fatigue, that person collapsed and died. You know what happened? The prisoners, instead of sympathizing with this person who just died, they fight each other to get the food out of the mouth of that prisoner who died and then get this food from the mouth and eat it. That's how hungry they are. Imagine getting the food from the mouth of a dead person just to eat that food and even fight for it. This is how hungry they are. So in 3 to 6 months, each of them start to die one by one. This is the situation in prison while Father Moon was imprisoned in a communist prison camp, you know. So in the midst of this miserable situation, Father Moon gave away half of his food for the first 21 days. After 21 days, he ate the other half as well, thinking that this was an extra rice, a special blessing from God. And by this grateful mind, he was able to live. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Father Moon, in a situation where food is really very, very important, where in 6 months' time, people die because cannot eat well and work very hard. But Father Moon decided, I will give half of my food, to other prisoner. And he, in 21 days, he really gave this half to other people. And then by giving this half of his food to other people, he received some kind of joy and happiness inside him of living for the sake of others, sacrificing for the sake of others. This will give back something like spiritual food to his spirit, and he was able to survive. This is how Father Moon survived in prison in that kind of situation for 2 years and 8 months, while other prisoners are dying 3 months to 6 months in prison. How unbelievable and amazing life through Father has. There was a testimony from Jungwa Pak, a fellow a prisoner. He was imprisoned together with Father Moon in Hungnam prison camp, Jungwa Pak. He said, and he testified, I felt hungry. I couldn't sleep. Many times I thought of stealing other people's rice powder. Teacher Moon always shared his. My goodness. While other prisoners are thinking of stealing other people's food, no? This prisoner testified, Father Moon always share his food to others. This is how much wonderful our founder is, Father Moon is, living for the sake of others. He's not only teaching it, but he himself is practicing it in his life. So in prison, it is extremely cold, very, very cold in Korea, No? So Father Moon's mother brought him winter clothes while in prison. But Father Moon gave the clothes to other prisoners because he can see that other prisoners felt so cold and even suffer more than him. If Father Moon can see another person suffering more than him, even though he has these winter clothes given to him by his mother, he voluntarily gave these winter clothes even to another prisoner who suffer more than him. That is actually what? Living for the sake of others, sacrificing, for the sake of others. This is the founder, of our movement. How wonderful person he is. So as you can see here, what are they doing in the Hungnam prison camp? Packing fertilizer bags. A team of 10 prisoners had to fill and pack 1,300 bags of fertilizer in one day. Wow, my goodness. 1,300, sacks or fertilizers, bag of fertilizers a day. It took 4 prisoners to lift one bag, because it's heavy. But Father Moon lifted and carried the bags all by himself. So everyone wanted to be in Father Moon's team because he worked very hard. And then several times, because of this hard work, he worked the hardest, even in prison. And because of this, several times, Father Moon received medals and award. He was recognized as the best prisoner, the best worker in the prison. For 3 years, he always received this award from the communist government. Can you imagine? The communist government recognized Father Moon, give an award as the best worker in the prison. My goodness, how amazing, no, our founder is. In this kind of life and death situation, still, he sacrificed for others, he lived for others. And this kind of lifestyle really what made him famous in the prison. So even though he did not teach them anything, even though Father Moon did not talk, Father Moon did not say anything, what happened? What happened? 12 followers eventually followed him. Even him without speaking or talking to them about his teaching. He just showed it based on his way of life. Actually, Father Moon had 3 opportunities to escape from prison, but he did not escape from prison. Why? He feels that he still need to pay indemnity in order that he can lay the foundation to realize world peace, to save the world and realize world peace. This is our Father Moon's amazing point of view of really what? Loving humankind. Number 5, the way to conquer an enemy, Father Moon said, the way to conquer an enemy is not through force. One has to fight Satan with blood, sweat, and tears, and love and bring the enemy to voluntary surrender. So in Hungnam prison camp, where he stayed 2 years and 8 months, he prayed and he say like this: after undergoing torture and returning to my dark cell on a moonless night, I cleaned my wounds and offered appreciation to heaven. I could not cry for myself, only for Heavenly Father who shed blood and tears for humankind. Even Father Moon cannot even cry for himself, even though he was tortured. He suffered so much, starved, and really almost died because he cannot eat. But Father Moon still think, I cannot cry for myself. I can only cry for Heavenly Father who shed tears and blood for humankind so that humankind can be saved and world peace can be realized. So, Father Moon said, you can pay money to buy clothes, but the only way to win back humans from Satan is to be struck and persecuted. We also need to walk this kind of suffering path of saving people. You see, Father Moon's mind is just like that. In fact, after the liberation of Korea from Japan, August 15, 1945, at that time, millions of Japanese were in Korea. They tortured the Korean people, including Father Moon, right? And so, Father's uh, friends who were in prison were going to take revenge against the Japanese who tortured them in prison. But Father stopped them, and the Father told to them, never again beat those who have lost their sovereignty. If you take revenge, you will be punished by God. So he helped this Japanese person, the Japanese torturer, this Japanese prison guard who tortured Father Moon, was helped by Father Moon against those Koreans who would like to kill him, and help this Japanese go back to go back to Japan, no, safely. Go back to Japan safely. Father Moon helped him. And what happened? In July 11, 2004, our members in Korea and Japan visited this Japanese person who tortured Father Moon. As you can see, where is he? This guy, right? This guy tortured Father Moon. And then our members interviewed him. And then he testified that indeed Father Moon was a righteous person, a good person, and that he even helped him escape from Korea to go back to Japan. What an amazing, story of loving the enemy. Even though Father Moon was tortured by this Japanese person, he and then many Koreans want to kill him, but he protected him and helped him to escape from Korea going back to Japan. So because of this, Father Moon said, because I love the Japanese people, many young Japanese joined our movement. And now majority of our members in the movement were actually Japanese coming from Japan. Adieu. So this is really a life of loving the enemy, and such a wonderful life. We will see the result of this kind of life based on the accomplishment. Let's see what is the result of the thinking this way? What is the result of living this way? Which is to live for the sake of others, to love the enemy, and to really live a life of attending Heavenly Parent. Let's see on the next part of this presentation. So thank you very much, my dear brothers and sisters, for listening. Please stay for the second part of this presentation, which is the application of this teaching, of this kind of lifestyle in the society, in the nation, and in the world. Thank you so much.
Once again, give a round of applause to our international lecturer of Universal Peace Federation. It's truly amazing presentation. We are really touched by the life of our father and mother moon, the founder of this peace movement. Father and Mother Moon, we call the greatest peacemaker of the human history. And we call Mother Moon as a mother of peace. So we are so glad to know about them, their life history, their vision, their mission, and their marriage blessing. So we have now the breaking time. In the break time, we have now wonderful dance. So I like to request everyone, once again, please open your video. We are so happy to see you. Maybe we can take one picture also, so that we'll surely make others also happy. This is a moment, very happy moment. So I like to request, because many faces I could not able to see. I want to see all the beautiful face and handsome faces. And let us bring joy to our Creator, to everyone else, because we are all from South Asia. And I like to request once again, open the video. We'll have one group picture. Okay, smile, and we can say peace. Peace. And you can do this one. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Okay,
Peace.
and after peace, we'll show the love. We love you all that you are joining with us. Love you all. Thank you very much. So now it's time, the breaking time. We'll have one beautiful dance by our Indian sister. She is from Sikkim, and she's going to dance in Nepali song. So let us enjoy a very beautiful dance from our sister Kamala Rai from India.
मलया खै पारली मा
very beautiful.
Wow.
Wow.
Give a round of applause to our Indian sister, Kamala Rai.
Wow, wonderful.
Do you like the dance? We have much more. So I like to request everyone, keep on joining with us. This is very special program and we are now hearing the life course of our father and mother moon. So if you want to know more, now I'm going to welcome you again. Our next session of today's lecture presentation. Let us welcome our most energetic, dynamic, international lecturer, Dr. Edgar Tonate. Give a round of applause. Thank you very much.
Good morning once again, brothers and sisters. How are you? Are you
I'm fine.
okay?
We are
Yes.
So at this point, let's go to the second part of our presentation. And let me again share my slides to everyone. Okay, can you see that? Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So let us continue the second part of the topic entitled Founder's Life, Vision, and the Marriage Blessing. Okay. So when Father Moon actually was imprisoned in North Korea in October 14, 1950, Father Moon was liberated from prison after the US Navy bombarded Hungnam, no? Bombarded North Korea. So the UN, led by General MacArthur, bombarded the North Korea and including the Hungnam prison camp where Father was imprisoned. Because of this, Father Moon was able to escape and many other prisoners were able to escape from prison. That is the time when the next day, Father Moon is scheduled to be executed because the how do you say, the North Korean soldiers, does not want some witnesses about what they did to the people. So they start to kill the prisoners one by one. But just the day before Father Moon was to be shot to death, the United Nations forces came and bombarded Hungnam. And finally, the prisoners, the guards, the prison guards ran away and the prisoners were able to escape. So that was October 14, 1950, and Father Moon was released from prison. So during the 10-day journey to Pyongyang, Father Moon lived by eating rotten crops. This is really a terrible life of a refugee. No, so refugees' life is so difficult. Refugees' life, and then when a young follower and a former prisoner who had a broken leg, he left for the south. So that is a true Father Moon left to go to South Korea together with a former prisoner who has a broken leg. So after an arduous and dangerous trip, he arrived in Busan, South Korea on January 27, 1951. Imagine, he was released October 1950. Is that correct? Yes, October 14, 1950. And then he walked together with the injured follower or disciple. And January, they arrived in South Korea in Busan, 1951. So this is the journey that they have taken. They started from Pyongyang in North Korea and they walked. My goodness, how long is that? They walked this almost 600 to 800 kilometers until Busan as a refugee, together with many refugees. No? And Father Moon has to carry his injured disciple in his back and escape from North Korea in order to seek refuge in South Korea. Finally, they stay as refugees in one of the places in Busan, and they build a small hut, a small house in Busan as a refugee. So this is the shack Father Moon built with the cartoon boxes from the U.S. Army in Busan in 1951. So this is the first house built by Father Moon after he was released from prison. So basically, we're saying that our movement started from this kind of what? This kind of house. So this movement started with this kind of structure, with this kind of house. And Father Moon lived in this house, no, for a long time as a refugee. And then, from then on, he started to teach the principle, the divine principle to people around him. And Father Moon even one time gave a sermon for 17 hours straight with no break. My goodness. That's how passionate and that's how determined he is, Father Moon, to really guide and educate his followers. Sorry, look like, okay. So with this, Father Moon promoted some activities like interreligious harmony to unite the different religions of the world. And he founded what we call the Interreligious Federation for World Peace and conducted conferences inviting the world leaders of different religions. As you can see here, there are different flags, you see, right? Different symbols of different religions coming together in a conference to promote the unity of religions. So we have interreligious conferences inviting the leaders of the different religions of the world. And this conference is a conference that really seek harmony and cooperation among religions. So we invited the Christian minister, Jewish what do you call that? Jewish leaders, Muslim imam, Jewish rabbi, Christian minister, coming together, and then they conduct a conference and promote the unity of religions so that they will not fight each other but work together, instead of fighting each other. So this is a very important project initiated by Father Moon to promote world peace. And one of the project they made is what we call the World Scripture. This is a comparative anthology of sacred text. World Scripture. It is just like Father Moon invited all the scholars, the great scholars of the different religions to contribute their scripture in their particular religion. For example, humankind. What is the view of Buddhism about humankind? What is the view of Christianity about humankind? What is the view of Hinduism, of Islam about humankind? And then from their scripture, they combine all of this point of view of the different religions about humankind, like that, about God, about salvation, like these different topics, and all together combine all of these and form and make what we call the World Scripture. This is an incredible book, a combination of all the holy scriptures of the different religions of the world. Wow! For the first time in the history of religion, we have this kind of book that combines together the sacred text, the sacred books of the different religions of the world. So this is an amazing accomplishment in promoting interreligious cooperation and harmony. Also, we have through Father Moon founded the Middle East Peace Initiative, conducting summit for world Muslim leaders. This was conducted in Jakarta as well as in London in 2002, gathering the leaders of Islam in the different parts of the world. So also, this kind of a peace march, religious leaders coming together, marching together to promote the unity of religions. More than 500 religious leaders coming from Christian ministers, Jewish rabbi, Islam imam, who are actually fighting each other. Now they can work together and promote peace. In Israel, even, they do a peace march in Israel. So this is the different religious leaders that the UPF invited, the Interreligious Federation for World Peace, invited, founded by Father Moon to promote the unity of religions. According to Father Moon, the river does not reject any of the streams that flow into it. It accepts them all. People in the world today do not understand that this simple truth, that streams that seek out the river and flow into it are the numerous religions and denominations of today. Each stream traces its origin to a different spring, in destination. They are seeking the ideal world overflowing with peace, isn't it? All religions are coming together to promote world peace. All religions wants to promote world peace, even though they have different teachings, even though they have different scriptures. But all religions want world peace. So this kind of project, because of this project, this Interreligious Federation for World Peace, really were able to accomplish the goal, to promote the unity of religious leaders and religious leaders. So in the field of education and academe, Father Moon founded different universities. One of them is Sun Moon University in Korea, and he himself gave this philosophy for our university. Love heaven. You said you can see that, right? So love heaven, love humanity, love the nation. This is the founding philosophy of Sun Moon University and all the other universities founded by Father Moon. In Korea, this is one of the famous universities now. Sun Moon University has 21 buildings. When we say building, not ordinary building, just like this one. These are the different buildings: dormitory building, main building, student council building, many buildings. 21 buildings in one campus. How big is that? How prestigious is that kind of university? It is now receiving special support from the Korean government to promote research on science and technology to help develop the technology in Korea. Wow. We also have the University of Bridgeport in America. This is a special university. I will tell more about this. We also have the Unification Theological Seminary in New York. This seminary is a seminary that invite the different religions to come together, and the graduates of this is some kind of a course, Master of Arts degree, Master of Arts in Religious Studies, where the person who study in this seminary will become a world leader of religions, because he will promote the unity of the different religions, and they study the teachings of the different religions in this seminary, so that the graduate will have a bigger knowledge on what the different religions is teaching, and he has the ability to be the leader to unite the different religions of the world. Wow, this is the Unification Theological Seminary in America, in New York. We also have the Chongshim Graduate School offering master's degree in Korea. We have the Sunhwa Art School. This is a elementary and high school, and in Korea, this is one of the most famous elementary and high school in Korea. We also have the Chongshim Middle School, the Chongshim Middle School in Korea. And we also have in the Philippines, we have the International Peace Leadership College. This is an amazing school. I worked for a long time in this college in the Philippines. It has a women's dormitory and it has a men's dormitory. The students are stay in. They live there, like together. So also Father Moon founded the Professors World Peace Academy. This is an organization of university presidents and professors around the world where they make some certain publications and writing how to promote world peace, conducting conferences and getting ideas from the academe, from the professors, how we can promote world peace. And their ideas are being published through the Paragon House Publishing. So they publishing their writing, their books, and their idea on how to promote world peace, through the academe. Father Moon also founded the International Conference on the Unity of the Sciences, ICOS. This organization is an organization for scientists, for Nobel Prize winners, and they work together and as on how to promote peace through the sciences. My goodness, how to promote world peace through the sciences, through the discoveries of different sciences. So this kind of amazing, highest level organization for scientists, no, was founded by Father Moon. So one is in the field of youth and students. Father Moon founded the CARP, World CARP, Collegiate Association for the Research of Principle. This is an association of the students in the different universities around the world. I myself joined this organization in the Philippines. And the Pure Love Movement, we also have the Pure Love Movement for the young people. And we have the Youth and Students for Peace, YSP. According to Father Moon, the most serious social problems are youth problems and family breakdown. So if we don't address this problem of the youth, this problem of the family, this world will have no hope to realize world peace and true development and progress. In the field of media, Father Moon also founded the Washington Times in the United States of America, the Middle East Times in the Middle East, the Shikai Nippo in Japan, and we have the Seije Times in Seoul, Korea. We have many other newspaper companies in the different parts of the world, like the Noticias del Mundo for Spanish-speaking nations in America. We have the other media outlet, no, like the uptv.org, the Universal Peace TV, and many other media outlets. And with this, Father Moon founded what we call the World Media Conference. So gathering the top level media journalists around the world to talk about what? Look at that. Media responsibility in a divided world. So using the media, using the power of the media to promote world peace. Wow, we cannot deny the power of the media, isn't it? So through the media, we can promote world peace. So media people working together to promote peace, the academe, the professors working together to promote peace, the what? The university presidents working together to promote peace, student leaders, youth leaders working together to promote peace, and also religious leaders working together to promote world peace. All sectors of society working together. This time, in the field of arts and sports, Father Moon founded the Little Angels of Korea. This is now the very famous um, group, a dance troupe in Korea, and they travel around the world and even performed in the United Nations in front even of Queen Elizabeth and the President of the United States. This time in 2010, they visited the Philippines and performed in front of the heads of the highest leader in our nation and really uh, promote peace. The children's dance and songs can really promote peace, most especially among the world leaders. This is a very prestigious and a famous group, no, in Korea. So Father Moon also founded the New York City Symphony Orchestra, also founded the Universal Ballet Academy, now the #1 ballet company in Korea, the Kirov Academy of Ballet, the Little Angels of Korea. This is in the field of arts. In the field of sports, Father also founded professional soccer teams in Korea and Brazil, and even conducted Peace Cup tournaments with a theme, Play Soccer, Make Peace. Also, Father Moon founded the Martial Arts Federation for World Peace, bringing together the different martial arts to promote peace, no, in the world. So we are also have humanitarian activities. Father Moon founded the International Relief Friendship Foundation, giving humanitarian relief and free medical dental service projects, poverty eradication projects, education projects, and health care programs around the world. So through IRFF, we're able to what give and support our less fortunate brothers and sisters in the world. While in prison, even Father Moon bought 100 trucks to collect surplus food from hotels, restaurants, etc., and deliver it to the needy, like the old age homes, the orphanages, the homeless people, and other nations who needs this food. So getting and gathering this surplus food from America. So this is one of the projects that Father Moon initiated for the sake of promoting world peace. Also, Father and Mother Moon founded the Women's Federation for World Peace, gathering together the, the wives and the influential women leaders of the world to come together with a mother's heart in order to raise up good leaders for the country and for the world in order to fulfill the most important role of women, of mothers, for the promotion of world peace. This is a very powerful women's organization recognized by the United Nations, given the highest status as an NGO by the United Nations. So also, we have a project uniting Western and Eastern medicine. The University of Bridgeport is not only focusing on Western medicine, but now also incorporating the Oriental medicine together. So we have the Chongshim Hospital in Korea, we have the Ishin Hospital in Japan, and together these hospitals work together in order to promote the harmony of the Western medicine. This is basically more on surgery and drugs, and the Eastern medicine using the herbal alternative medicine. No? And together, by uniting these two kinds of way of curing people, we can come up with a better way and a most effective way in curing the sickness of the world, or the people of the world. And then we have the prestigious International Highway Project. This International Highway Project will connect the nations of the world, where you can drive your car and passing through tunnels and bridges, and you don't need the visa when you go around. So this kind of around the world. So this kind of project is now underway. The first is the connecting with an undersea tunnel, Japan and Korea. And once they are connected together, then this highway can go ahead and proceed and go to China, and eventually by connecting the Bering Strait, Russia and America continent can connect together, and eventually the whole nation can be connected through this kind of international highway. This is an initiative to unite the whole world in order that science and technology can be evenly shared to different nations, and the rich and the poor nations we can reduce the gap between the rich and the poor nations. Science and technology can freely how do you say, be inherited and be shared, and finally the whole world can come together as one village, one family, one nation. Wow, this is an incredible project, no? The International Peace Highway Project. According to Father Moon, the International Peace Highway is a project to bring the world together as one. To become one means more than simply connecting continents by tunnels and bridges. It refers to an equalization of the world's standards of living. Wow. So this is an amazing project, everyone. Young people of South Asia, let us work together and support this incredible project. So building the International Peace Highway does more than just provide the world with a physical means of communication. Human beings are created so that their mind and body become one. Something similar is true for the world we live in. The world can be completely unified only when there is both physical communication and communication of heart. Physical communication means through the International Highway Project. Wow. The longest bridges, the longest tunnels will be constructed through this International Highway Project. When it comes to business activities, Father Moon founded the Ilwa Pharmaceutical Company, providing, ginseng products that is good for the health, promoting good health for all of humankind. Yes. We also have the Tong Il Heavy Industries. This kind of company actually makes heavy machineries and equipments in order to build trucks, automobile, cars, and even military equipment and supplies. Actually, this company is being, how do you say, used by the government of Korea to produce parts for what do you call that, military supplies. And because this company is the highest, how do you say, the only company that can do things like that, no, in Korea. So many people are accusing Father Moon, oh, you're promoting world peace, but you're making guns. Your company making guns. But actually, it's not like that. No, to defend South Korea, and for the Korean government give this direction to the company, that company has to do for the sake of defending South Korea. So anyway, that's it. We also have the Pyeonghwa Motors in North Korea. So we have this in North Korea. Father Moon initiated this project to help develop the economy of North Korea so that we can make the unification of North and South Korea faster, right? So this kind of project was being conducted by our movement even in North Korea. We have the ocean industries initiated by Father Moon, shipbuilding industries, and conducting fishing competition, fish processing plants in Alaska, and fish marketing, in the different parts of the world. So this is the fish processing plants, in Korea. Father Moon loved the ocean, and so he conducted leadership training of young people in through the ocean, solving the world hunger. If we can culture tuna, no, we have this kind of project being done now. Uh, Father Moon hired scientists in order to harness and develop this, how do you say, the tuna. Tuna has millions of eggs. And then when this is fertilized and taken care in a certain laboratory, and then once the tuna fingerlings already get becoming bigger, and then they are released back to the ocean so that more tunas can be produced for the ocean to solve the problem of world hunger. So this also a special technology when it comes to fishing was developed here. So you have the Ocean Challenge of Tuna Fishing in Gloucester, and in Paraguay, in South America, we have an agriculture project to promote the farming, where we can help solve the problems of starvation or food shortage in the world. We call this the Port Leda. This is like 80,000 hectares of farmland that will be developed in order that we can help solve the problems of food shortage in the world. So this is Father and Mother Moon's special project. So this is the panoramic view of the LEDA project in South America. So this is the agriculture project. We also have these industries, different industries, the leisure industries, and we have the Yongpyong Resort in Korea. This is where the Winter Olympics was conducted, in Korea. So Father Moon purchased this place in order to show the model, how technology and how we can take care of the environment, and at the same time having advancement in technology and really make a better world, through the harmony of nature and human beings. Yes, this is Yongpyong Resort, a very famous resort in Korea now. So to unite the world leaders, Father Moon even founded the International Leadership Conference, the World Summit, inviting heads of states. Actually, 2013, we conducted the World Summit, and we were able to gather 13 current heads of states and first ladies and 16 former heads of states in Korea. So we gathered the presidents, the prime ministers in the world, and conduct a conference for them so that we can really work together to promote peace around the world. So this is even the prime minister, current prime minister of Sri Lanka, and Buddhist leaders coming together, joining this project. So this is Prime Minister of Nepal. You can see His Excellency Sharma Oli addressing the Asia Pacific International Leadership Conference. So we also launched the International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace in the Parliament building, Parliament House in Sri Lanka, with even the President of Sri Lanka welcoming all of us there. Wow, amazing. So this is the President of Sri Lanka inviting us in the office of the president with the United Nations representative also here, and some representatives and leaders from Sri Lanka. We have the international chairman of the International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace, Honorable Jose de Vinicia. He's from the Philippines. This was the launching of IAPP in China, Oceania. Yes, because of this World Projects for World Peace, Father and Mother Moon was received by different presidents of nations, even with the Bush family, with President Gorbachev of Russia, USSR, Kim Il-sung, Chairman Kim Il-sung of North Korea, and even the President of the Philippines, President Arroyo, Gusdur Abdurrahman Wahid of Indonesia, and these world leaders, the current Prime Minister of Cambodia, and even the Secretary General of United Nations, Ban Ki-moon, working together. So this founders' life and vision regarding the marriage blessing for world peace, Father Moon said, "What I want is to completely wipe away the walls and fences that divide the world in myriads of ways and create a world of unity." And as you can see, Father and Mother Moon, as I explained yesterday, were married April 1960. And this marriage is for the purpose of realizing an ideal family and finally expand to become the 36 couple, 124 couples, 430 couples, 777 couples, 1,800 couples, 6,000 couples, 30,000 couples. This is me together with my wife. Yes, we joined the 30,000 couples blessing in Korea in 1992. And through this, Father Moon would like to build a world of lasting peace through the marriage blessing. So in 1995, we have the 360,000 couples. And because of these activities and projects, through Father and Mother Moon was considered the global true parents. He presided over the largest marriage ceremony in history, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. Yes. Reverend Moon has presided over group weddings since 1960, beginning with 36 couples. The largest wedding to date was a wedding of 360,000 couples in Seoul's Olympic Stadium. So this is Father and Mother Moon, the true parents of all humankind who worked very hard to unite the world and to build a world of lasting peace, conducting blessing ceremonies with religious leaders coming together to support this marriage blessing. And, look, Father Moon started our movement in 1954 with this very humble beginning. You can see, right? It developed to become, in 1960, a little bit better. You can see that building, right? And then in 1994, the world headquarters is the New Yorker Hotel in America. And then now our headquarters is the Peace Palace in Korea, as you can see. And the future headquarters of the movement is this, in this Peace Village, is this, what we call the Chonwon-gung. It is now under construction. It will be finished and inaugurated in 2022 and will be opened in the year 2023. Yes, you can see the victory and the success of Father and Mother Moon that started as a refugee in Korea. They started a true love movement that overflows with love. And because of this, our Father and Mother Moon became victorious and successful. So, my dear young leaders of South Asia, if we just follow the principle being taught by the founder of this movement, Father Moon and Mother Moon, we will definitely be successful, just like Father Moon and Mother Moon. So, let's work together. Now, Father Moon already ascended to the spiritual world. Now, it is Mother Moon, whom we call True Mother, who is leading our movement to establish a world of peace. Let us work with her. Let us work with her and bring about a world of lasting peace. And finally, this international marriage blessing ceremony, let us all join this international marriage blessing ceremony and build a new, peaceful, and unified world where we all live together as true brothers and sisters in true love with Heavenly Parent and true parents as our center. Wow. Congratulations. Thank you very much to
Ajo,
everyone who joined this
Ajo.
project today. Thank you.
Wow, very wonderful presentation. Once again, give a round of applause to our international lecturer, Dr. Edgar Kitanate.
Oh, great.
The founder life vision and marriage and blessing. What a wonderful presentation. We are really thankful and grateful to our founder, Father and Mother Moon. Also, give a round of applause to our Father and Mother Moon. So it's time for the question and answer session. So I like to request all the participants voluntarily, if you have any question, any doubts, please unmute yourself and ask your question. We have our international lecturer with us, so he will surely answer your question. So if you have any question, please raise your hand and please unmute yourself and ask. Anyone? Can you hear me? So if I think everyone understand the life course of our Father and Mother Moon. So for the summary, I like to once again welcome to our very respected international lecturer, Dr. Edgar Tanate, for his summary of the today's lecture. Once again, give a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Virindra. And thank you to all our participants who stayed up until now. I hope you learn many things from this presentation. Our motivation in presenting this is that, you know, everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to be successful in life. Young people wants to be successful. Young people wants to be happy in our life, isn't it? You want to be happy? You want to be successful?
Yes,
You have
sir.
to just follow somebody who had accomplished so much and have shown the model. And that is our Father Moon and Mother Moon. So if we really want to really become happy and successful in our life, all we have to do is study more the philosophy, the teaching of Father and Mother Moon, and then practice it, do our best to practice it in our life, and then join the marriage blessing. Join the marriage blessing and build good families. And then what? By
Yes.
together with your wife, together with your husband, you practice these teachings from Father Moon and Mother Moon, loving the enemy, living for the sake of others. We can really be sure that our family can contribute to a peaceful society, the establishment of a peaceful nation, and a peaceful world, and we can become world citizens. And someday, because we practice this principle, we share this principle to people around us, to our relatives, to our neighbor, then someday, without fail, we will definitely be successful and happy because all people around us will also be happy. So let's bring success and victory. Please study more this principle and join the blessing, the marriage blessing, and let us all together build a wonderful world where everybody are happy. Yes. Thank you very much, everyone.
Amen. Wonderful program.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Once
Thank
again,
you very
we
much.
are so thankful and grateful to have our very special international lecturer, Dr. Edgar Tanate. Thank you very much for your summary of the presentation. So now we're going to hear the reflection and the sharing from the participant. We cannot hear from all of you, so we are choose the 3 representatives from every one of you. So now, representing Nepal, I like to welcome here Dr. Manoj Kumar Suman, the eye specialist of Nepal. So once again, give a round of applause to our Dr. Manoj Kumar Sunam for
Namaste, everybody. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I really would like to thank Mr. Samsir Nepali for this opportunity to join all of you and really the great mission of Father Moon and Mother Moon. Because there is a says that love is a golden knot which ties two hearts together, and it remains until the soul remain, not only body, soul remain. So this is the really wonderful mission which is invented by Father and Mother Moon to for all of us, because we are doing things, we are doing job, we are doing everything because we are now materialistics. We use materials. We work for material. We work for money. We work to earn the reputation. This is like, this seems like a competition. But Father and Mother Moon invented the way, the path, which is not for the materialistic people. I mean, the people who is living the life now is not the real life. This is not the life for people. This is life for ourselves. But the love of, life they invented is really good for all the people in the world. So, and really I can't express within a minute. I cannot express the whole thing they invented, they did for us. Is, we are lucky because, this is just the example. We are living in the house. This is built by our parents. We have done nothing. We have ready-made rooms, ready-made furnitures, ready-made television, everything there. This is not done by ourselves. This is by parents. So, because children are lucky to have all of those things with them. Similarly, we are lucky because Father and Mother Moon invented things for us, and we are using ready-made things. Such, it is very difficult to find the pure soul, pure heart like Father and Mother Moon. This is for not only for them, this is for all of the people around the world. So the relation between family, society, and the relation, the chain goes to the country, and the country wisely, the world. This is really, I have no any words to express my, feelings within a minute. I cannot do. But I would really love to thank Father and Mother Moon to invent this path. And we feel very grateful to join this mission, join this organization. And this is, in this time, I really would like to thank Mr. Samsir Nepali to join me in this path. And thank you very much for this wonderful lectures, Dr. Edgar Tanate. And thank you very much, Mr. Krishna Adhikari and Mr. Santosh Kumar Paudel for, doing this for all of us. I hope we and all the new people can join in future also. And I'd love to welcome you all in my place one day. It is my dream to welcome you all in my place and gather people to grab this opportunity, grab this, wonderful lectures, wonderful, it's a symbol thank you very much. I'd like to stop my words. Thank you very much, all of you, listening me.
Thank you very much. Once again, give a round of applause to our Dr. Manoj Kumar, sir, for your wonderful sharing, the heart-touching sharing, and your commitment. Thank you very much. We are so honored to have you, sir, until the end of our today's program. So now, representing the Pakistan, I'd like to welcome here Mrs. Roma Munir. So give a round of applause to our Roma Munir from Pakistan. Any kind-
Hello,
Yes.
welcome to everyone. I am Romani from Pakistan. I am very interested in the study of divine principle and blessing of marriage. The education of divine principle and marriage blessing is very impressive. Father Moon and Mother Moon, co-founder of Family Foundation for World Peace and Unification. Father Moon and Mother Moon, our true parents. Father Moon life goal was to build a world of peace in which all mankind forms united family under divine. We learned about five universal principles of peace. God is the creator of uh, parents, creator and parents of humankind. The parents-child relationship is the fundamental axis of universe. Such is the relationship between God and mankind. Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh, we are all children of God. We need living for the sake of others. We do not just live for our goals and wishes. We need to live for the other people's. As like Jesus Christ gave his life for us. The life is the school of love and peace. The family is the most important school in human life. It is the school of life. For great realms of heart, parental heart, spouse heart, sibling heart, children heart. The family and God kingdom are the same in form. There are parents, husbands, wife, children, brother and sisters in a family. The family can be united through love. On this foundation, unification can be established, life can be connected, and ideal can be realized in a family. Marriage blessing, mature man and mature woman makes a harmonious family. If man and women are faithful, their children also loyal to the Lord. We all know the story of Ruth. Ruth was a Moabi woman. Ruth's husband died after 10 years of marriage, but Ruth is very loyal with his gods and with her mother-in-law. The mother-in-law of Ruth go back, but Ruth said, where you go, I will go. Where you die, I will die. Your God, my God, your people will be my peoples." The education of Father Moons and Mother Moon is very, very good. In the view of God, there is no such thing as America, Korea, Africa, Japan. God knows one heart, one love, one family, and one children, family, and one words. The will of God is not limited individuals, nations, or religions. God's heart is beating forwards and for future generation. Amen. Thank you so much.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Once again, give a round of applause to our Roma Munir. Madam, thank you very much for your heart-touching sharing. We are so glad to have you from Pakistan. We representing all the Pakistan. You are the one who shared. Thank you very much for your wonderful sharing. Go to
Thank you so much.
India. We have here our energetic social leader, social activist, and he is studying in Kaziranga University. We have our energetic brother here, Sahadev Ghosh. So once again, give a round of applause to our Sahadev Ghosh for his sharing.
First of all, good afternoon to Honorable Dr. Tanade sir and Krishna Adhikari sir and all my brother and sister. So I'm glad to have opportunity to have my sharing on this Interfaith Peace Net of Youth Workshop Day 2. So basically, I have no words. I have no words for this presentation, but I'm glad to thank Father Moon and Mother Moon for establishing peace in our country, because peace we cannot live without peace. We cannot work properly in our country, in our society, wherever we live. And I have also observed the struggle of Father Moon and Mother Moon, how they have done their work, how they have done hard work for establishing peace in our country and establishing love and all the other progress to grow our country and to develop our country. So I'm very thankful to Father Moon and Mother Moon for establishing a most powerful peace movement or a peace united state in our country and all over the country, because as we all know that in our present situation, everyone is facing such problems in a country, and everyone is not well in a country their houses. So after establishing peace, or after coming out of this peace movement, many of the peoples and many of the societies are developing, or they have learned a lot more. And I can say that many universities and many schools have bit of this programs and bit of these movements for their awareness and for their growth for our country. And the most important thing I have loved in this presentation, that our parents and our loved ones is the most important member in our life, because without parents and without guidance, we cannot grow and we cannot progress for a future generation. Father Moon and Mother Moon has also described about a lot of progress about the ideal marriages and a lot of hard works in their life. So I really appreciated Father Moon and Mother Moon for giving me this opportunity, or giving all the peoples to be the member of Youth Peace Net program. And by establishing peace, our country and our society has grown and developed much more, because as you know that there is much more conflict and much more problems. So to solve the problems, we have to be together, we have to be one, we have to be one family, we have to done our work by their one. So by establishing peace, it's a great movement or a great implementation program to be the part of our country, to establish peace, to forward the peace to all country and all of our areas, because in our country most of the peoples and most of the people I can say that societies are not get aware of this peace movement. So we have to establish the many movements and many I can say that NGOs to our country, because for a good life, for a good development, for a good progress of our country, we have to be one. We have to not seek as religions. So I'm really glad to have in this program. Thank you. I'd like to thank you, Sri Krishna Adhikari sir and Anil Gwala sir, to give me this opportunity for my sharing. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Very wonderful sharing from our representing India, Sahadev Ghosh. Thank you very much. for your wonderful sharing. We are so proud to have you, and we are so proud to have all our participants. Because of the time, we could not hear from every one of you, but we surely want to hear your reflection. So please write your reflection to your national coordinator, and it's time for our distribution of certificate. So I like to request our technical to show the certificate. All of you will get certificate in your WhatsApp or in your email or in your messenger by your national coordinator. So this will be the certificate of 2 days workshop graduation. The Family Federation for World Peace and Unification, International Association of Youth and Students for Peace, South Asia, certificate of participation. This is certified that Ms. Sonika Chetri from India has successfully participated 2-day virtual seminar on Youth for Peace and Family workshop. The Family is a School of Love and Peace, held in July 3rd and 4th, 2021. Signature by the President of Damien Dunkley, the Regional President of FFWPU Asia Pacific 1. So congratulations, everyone. You all are graduates for these 2 days Youth for Peace and Family workshop. Thank you very much and congratulations all. So we are going on in. So as you know, every session you are hearing the closing remarks from our very energetic leader. As you know, whom I am talking about. I am talking about Mr. Krishna Adhikari. He is the Secretary General of Universal Peace Federation of India chapter. So today he is not physically present with us, but he shared the video message to all of you, that the message of life course of Father and Mother Moon in the Hindi language. So if you understand, please can watch. So I will like to show the video message of our very respected Mr. Krishna Adhikari, the Secretary General of Universal Peace Federation of India. Applause to him.
सभी शांति प्रेमियों को सलाम और शांति योद्धाओं को नमन। मैं कृष्णा अधिकारी आप सभी को मैं अपने YouTube चैनल में फिर से स्वागत करता हूं। मैं आज के इस वीडियो में वैश्विक शांति अभियान के परम आदरणीय संस्थापक डॉक्टर सन म्योंग मून और डॉक्टर हक जहान मून के जीवनी और उन्होंने अपने शांति अभियान के द्वारा किए हुए ये महान कार्यों के कुछ विवरण शेयर करने जा रहा हूं। अभी तक आपने मेरे YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किए हैं तो जल्दी सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा। वैसे तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि एक छोटा सा वीडियो और कुछ शब्दों के जरिए मैं शांति अभियान के महान संस्थापक डॉक्टर सन म्योंग मून और डॉक्टर हक जहान मून के जीवनी को आपको बतला सकूं। शांति अभियान के आस्थावान सदस्य और समर्थक आदरणीय डॉक्टर मून के दंपति को श्रद्धा से सच्चे माता पिता, ट्रू पेरेंट्स या फादर और मदर मून कहकर संबोधित करते हैं।
Father Moon and Mother Moon are the true parents.
मैं आप सबसे अनुरोध करता हूं कि अपने जीवन में कुछ भी करके कम से कम एक बार आदरणीय डॉक्टर सन म्योंग मून और डॉक्टर हक जहान मून के ऑटोबायोग्राफी एज ए पीस लविंग ग्लोबल सिटीजन और मदर ऑफ पीस को जरूर पढ़िएगा।
This is just demo video. So if you want to hear the full video, we will share the official link of our Mr. Krishna Adhikari channel. So I will share in the chat group so you can hear the full message. Thank you very much. Once again, give a round of applause to our Sri Krishna Adhikari sir for his wonderful message on our life course. Now, without much delay, for the closing remarks and the announcement, I like to welcome here our very respected Sri Santosh Kumar Podel, the Deputy Sub-General Director of Asia Pacific 1. Once again, give a round of applause to our Sri Santosh Kumar Podel, sir.
Thank you, Brother Birendra, your tireless work Actually, it needs a lot of effort and sincerity. And thank you. Wonderful ceremony. So today I would like to greet our leaders who work so hard uh, to make this workshop possible. And my special thanks to founder, because we are just mediator. The content we share is coming from them because their love and their blessing. So here, our Dr. Edgar Tanate, one time when I received his visiting card, he didn't write doctor, he write blessed central family. And he just smiled, why you didn't write doctor, but you want to write blessed central family. And he said, and still I don't forget, it's 1 decade ago, he said, I'm more proud to be blessed central family than to be doctor. Because he joined this movement, he inspired the vision that he want to be such a family who that God can be proud. Oh my God, when I listened this first time, I'm so inspired. And whenever I share to young people, I always share this inspiration. That's why Dr. Edgar Tanate prepared such a wonderful this presentation for your sake, for your life, for the sake of South Asia. So let's give a big round of appreciation, applause to Dr. Edgar Tanate. And number second, our very youth leader from India. Yesterday I received many appreciation from Reverend Krishna Adhikari. He shared a presentation. So we also want to thank Reverend Krishna Adhikari for his presentation yesterday. And those leaders who invite young people, I'm really, really grateful. So number one, this workshop serves that what kind of young people in the nation that gives direction to that country, what kind of debate the young people are doing in that country, that counts on that country. That's why the strong moral of young people is future of that country. So how important this workshop is. That's why in future I want to broadcast in television. Millions of young people could see and then save their life. Number 2 point, we many times hear God cannot appear physically. That's why they give parents to us. We love so much our parents, but please close your eyes and deeply think, who designed our family? Who designed? That's why we are designed to be a father, designed to be a mother, designed to be a parents. And then this workshop is guiding our young people and guiding couple how to be a great couple and meaningful life on this earth. Actually, we cannot get such an education in school or college or university. That's why when I joined this movement, I was just a university student, a young person. And then I also received marriage and blessing. So as a Dr. Edgar Tanate, he is a model. He married with a sister in Japan. Abba Birendra, he also got marriage and blessing. So many leaders here who got marriage and blessing. That's why we encourage our young people, before then become successful any career or profession, we want you to be a great father and great mother with a true love. And that family that God can be proud. And our family, our temple. And once we really make effort for the good family, then happiness and peace flows. And you cannot imagine the joy within us and within our society. That's how nation built. It's not by politician actually. It builds by so many good family. If so many good family, and then nation itself is beautiful. That's why family is public issue. Many people say, this is my family, this is I am husband, this is my wife, why you interfere? Actually, family is public issue. Once family broken, and this gives a pain and so much hurt to generation, and it impact to the nation. That's why my family, your family is not private issue. This is public issue. That's why yesterday, 78 young people joined, and today 45. Actually, for me, even these 45 young brothers, sisters, if they understand and if they really join this last revolution in this century, is building a good family. Now all revolution above is family revolution. We will really fight for this. So now we encourage you, those who are already married, please join with your husband and wife. We will have a marriage blessing ceremony. So we want you to really join that ceremony, and then we help you to be a great family. And then number second, those young people, please prepare, and you will be also, we also encourage you to be a blessed family. So there is a, for single brothers, sisters, there is a process, there is education that how and then when you will be married. So please contact with your national coordinator, same as a Dr. Edgar Tanate, same as myself, same as a Birendra, same as other here, great leader. You will join marriage and blessing ceremony for the happy family and for the prosperous nation. With this, I conclude my closing remarks, and then God bless you, God bless your family, God bless your nation. Thank you very much.
Wow, very wonderful closing remarks. Once again, give a round of applause to our very respected Sri Santosh Kumar Paudel, the Deputy Sub-Regional Director of Asia Pacific One. With his initiative, we have this program happening here in South Asia. It's our great honor, and we are so much glad that our very respected Sri Santosh Kumar Paudel organized this program and join all the South Asian country together as a one family. We are so glad. Once again, give a round of applause to our very respected Sri Santosh Kumar Paudel, sir. Thank you very much. We are so much thankful and grateful to you, all our lecturers, all the participants who want to share. But I like to request you all, this is not the end. This is just beginning. We have much more to go, as you know, that we are going to receive the marriage blessing from our founder, Father and Mother Moon. So I like to request all our youth, please be ready to receive the marriage and blessing to build the ideal family, ideal society, ideal nation, and the ideal world. We can do it. Yes or no?
Yes.
We can do it. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much. We are so
Thank you.
proud
So we will again organize this 1 day and 2 days program on July. So please keep in touch with your coordinator, and we'll invite more new guests. So we'll announce sooner. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So we'll organize the South Asia program in July month also. I like to request all the participants, please invite one new person from your representative so that they also can pass such a valuable message and lecture from our very respected international lecturer, Dr. Tanade. Thank you very much for your great lecture. And thank you very much for everyone, those who gave the reflection and those who really joined us until the end. Thank you very much. Hope to see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.